One of the hardest things for me is to see my little one crying and feel as though I can't soothe or calm her. Going through this whole sleep regression has really even heightened that desire for me to make sure that my little one is comforted and calm at all times, but even more so when she is so tired, but she just can't seem to fall asleep. However, on certain nights, baby Gigi gives me a non-verbal cue, and she lets me know that I can put her down in her crib, she won't cry, and she'll actually fall asleep on her own. Stay tuned. About 6 weeks after birth, she was sleeping through the night. You know, ever so often I'd have like an issue, but for the most part, she was sleeping. And then maybe like last week, middle of the night, she gets up and just won't go back to sleep. She's been up after 12, just kicking it. Like, I mean, just kicking it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on? Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl here, Sherunda Simone, and I'm back with another video. Today is going to be a real life video. I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm doing to better cope with sleep regression for my 13-month-old Gigi. Hope you enjoy and you find it helpful. If you do, don't forget to share. And she's been extra clingy. So I started doing some research and I found out that she's dealing with sleep regression. So she has been talking a lot. She has been trying to walk independently. She's been learning so many new things. She is passing so many milestones, and apparently along with that can come regression, and for her it has been sleep regression. So it's kind of like we're back to infant stage, which, yeah, that's a bit disheartening because I was really liking my sleep at night. But not with this sleep regression situation. I mean, we'll be up sometimes literally all night, and then mama has to go to work the next morning or try to like scrape myself together to go to church. So we've been doing a lot of at-home worships because of that. So anyway, I'm going to be trying some new things. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. Please, please, please. I'd really appreciate it. But I'm going to try some things that I've researched, and then I'm just going to also pray about it. Huh, Gigi? And your two passies. Like, why you think you must have two pacifiers, ma'am? You say hi? Can you say hi? Look at those teeth. Lordy teeth. Them pretty. What's a pretty baby? What's a pretty baby? You're extra to you now. Can I see your teeth? Say hello. You hear all that chatting? That goes along with the sleep regression. Dealing with some sleep regression, so I'm using some essential oils. I'm going to rub some of this on the soles of her feet. Hopefully it helps just to soothe her and calm her down. So you hear her mouth in the background? She's not trying to go to bed anytime soon. Hi. Don't be shy. Say hi. See, this lighting does nothing for us, but we're still pretty Josie girls. Snuggling and cuddling has really helped with this whole process, because I find that even though she's still awake, when we cuddle up and snuggle, it just helps to calm her and prepare her for bedtime. But hopefully prayers and this lavender will help. As much as I can, I like to have her surroundings familiar. So even though we're out of town, I did bring this little lava lamp that we use every night as a part of her bedtime routine. So that way it is still familiar, and again, just trying to reinforce that it's bedtime and that she should get ready to go to sleep. We just rubbed you down with some lavender essential oils, diluted. Now I'm going to give you some milk, but just in case, I'm going to have my cot ready. Yeah, Gigi and I are going to be roommates again. So in a nutshell, sleep regression is anytime your little one is not sleeping as soundly or not as frequently or as long as they have in the past. So it can be for a number of reasons. Sometimes it's because they're teething and it hurts, but mostly it's because their brains are developing so much, they're seeing so much, you know, I mean, like they're exploring the world around them. And so it's hard for them to turn their little brains off. So there are a number of things that you can do. We have been taking her to the park more often, just really trying to burn more energy throughout the day, as well as I'm trying to make sure that we don't start any bad sleeping habits. And what I mean by that is, like, usually it's so much easier for me just to pull her into the room with me and have her sleep in the bed with me, even though, you know, I don't really get to sleep because I'm sitting up most of the night, you know, half awake. But still, I don't want for her to get into the habit of having to, you know, sleep in my arms, because I don't want for that to become a thing. So what I did was I pulled out this cot that I actually got on Amazon. It's really comfortable, you guys, and it wasn't that expensive. I mean, it's not for like every night use, but in clutch times, you know, it has worked for me. So what I do is I have this cot open during the night, so that if she does tend to have a restless night, instead of me having to get up, walk, you know, down the hall, check on her, go back to bed, and, you know, for her to wake up again, I just use this cot. I have it in there, so I will sleep in the room with her. I can easily, you know, reach into the crib, soothe her, and then she does not get used to sleeping out of her room. So that's one thing that we are trying to do, along with the essential oils. And I'm also doing like baby massages, and I have, like, you know, some little trigger points on her foot that I will do as well. Definitely more cuddle time, you know, they recommend that because, you know, it is a stressful time for your little one as well. So as much frustration as you feel, your little one feels it too. So just, you know, maximize on the cuddle time, because that helps also. I think one main thing to remember is just to stay flexible throughout this whole process. So this is what I'm working with. I'll bring my pillow and cover in if I need it, but at least this way during the day, if I don't use it, I can easily put it back up without having to worry about, you know, like all of that extra stuff in her bedroom. So, and I hope that this whole sleep regression thing passes quickly, because Mama is already tired just thinking about it. Yeah. Say good night. Say, I hope I sleep tight. Are you going to go to sleep tonight? Are you going to sleep good tonight? Yes? Alrighty, so one thing that I do like to do pretty much every night, either I have my children do it on their own or we do it together, but I like to say affirmations and of course pray. So that is a part of the whole sleeping, regression, and coping, because it's a part of our nighttime routine here in the house. So I'm about to do Gigi's nighttime affirmations with her, very similar to what I have the boys do and what Layla does as well. And like I said, you know, this is something that we do. It's not documented anywhere. It's not in any of the research, but we are Christians, and so we like to end our nights and begin our mornings with the right mindset, and affirmations definitely help. All right, Gigi, you ready? Okay. Say, I am a child of God. I have unlimited potential in Christ. I expect only God's best. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Yay! Okay, so here is an update. If I were to try to put her to bed for the next hour and a half, which is exactly what would happen, I would not get anything done, because by the time she would finally like work herself to sleep, it would be extremely late and I would be too tired to do anything. And so because I have to get up tomorrow and go to work, you know, for me, like trying to keep her on a strict schedule, I mean, like I'm doing it, you know, like her bedtime is usually about 7:30, 8 o'clock, but it is 9:06 and I did the essential oils. You know, I made the room comfortable, made it dark. You know, we were actually in her bedroom. I didn't bring her in my bed, nothing like that. I mean, you know, her belly's full, right, Gigi? You know, I mean, I'm doing all the things. She went to the park today. You know, she burned lots of energy. And so she should be ready. She should be ready for sleep. But she's not. So I just have to be realistic, you know, and just say, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take off my full face of makeup that I put on because I was doing some content. And I need to like get my clothes ready for tomorrow. There's a whole heap of laundry on my bed that needs to be done. Let me show you. Yeah, I have all that laundry that needs to be put away. It's clean, but it needs to be put away, which means that there's clothes in there that's crushed that now needs to be steamed, you know. So it's a lot of stuff. And I just, if I were just to let the whole night be about trying to get her to go to sleep for the next hour and a half, I would be too tired to do it. I would. So anyway, what I'm just trying to tell you is it's not always perfect. Do what works best for you, but do your research and just know that you're not alone. It is a phase. And so I'm just using that as my encouragement. I'm also not allowing myself to get frustrated. That's one of the things that I am being very mindful of. You know, like the first few nights, especially with going to work the next morning, I was like, oh my gosh, I could feel the frustration, not so much with her, okay, not with her, but more so like just frustrated. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be so tired in the morning. I have my hour-plus commute one way or each way, you know, a full day of patients, come home, do it all over again. And I was like getting anxious, you know. And then I just realized, like, look, this is a part of it. So I just kind of accepted, like, this is the phase we're in. Don't stress yourself out. And so I'm telling you, this is the phase that you're in right now. Don't stress yourself out, okay? Your little one will grow out of this phase. Just try and be present in the moment and try and just appreciate the fact that, hey, your little one is going through some really good milestones. They're achieving milestones. So you should be excited about it. You know, you should be happy about it, because it means that their minds are like working on overtime, and there's just so much, and they just have so much more that they can do now. And so sleep is not really a high priority. So it's not always a bad thing. You know, try and find the silver lining, and, you know, just realize, like, not everything works for everybody, but if it works for you, then stick with it and share in the comment section, because yeah, we're all here to learn together. All right, so it's a different night. Still just sharing with you what I'm doing for her sleep regression. So just to give you an update, she already ate dinner. I've changed her, brushed her teeth. I mean, you know, we've been sitting in the dark for a little while just cuddling, and so I figured why not try reading her a book. You know, reading for me is very soothing, and so instead of doing like a bunch of character voices, I'm not going to put a bunch of excitement in my voice. So I'm really hoping that all of that together will just kind of get her in the mood to go to sleep, as well as stimulate her brain enough to where she doesn't have to be running around, you know, but also like kind of wear her mind out. You know what I mean? By looking at the pages and the pictures and all of that. So let's see how that goes. We do have a lot more books for the kids, but these are the ones that are out in her bedroom. This she's had since birth. I got it as a gift, you know, like a baby shower gift. And it's a really cute hippo, but it has, as you can see, like colors. And when the lights are out, these little stars reflect on the ceiling. It's really nice. And then it changes colors sometimes. I think it has like a couple settings to where like it'll go through all the colors. Let me see. Yeah, I know it does it, but I don't know how to get it to like go through all the colors. But it does that. Then it also has some different settings. You can have music play. And then that's supposed to be like a heartbeat, you know. So yeah, so it has that, and then this last one is the volume. I'm going to go ahead and pick a book for her. Right, Gij? Yeah? And then hopefully she'll drift off to sleep. The only thing is, With the bright light, she's probably not going to go to sleep. Although last night we saw she did go to sleep with the bright light, didn't you, Gigi? But that was probably because I let her run around and just burn herself out, like literally just burn herself out. So, but tonight I'm gonna try something different, you know, so it can be educational as well as hopefully soothing for baby girl. All right, okay, all right, let's get your book and we'll try this. Oh, you're saying, see, this is the signal for good night. Say good night. Again, Gigi, I think you're playing me. You going to go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah. She said yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Take the pussy. You going to bed?
I
You want to go down for a little bit, Babas? Yeah? Don't touch that, though. Hold on, Babs. I think we're going to go with this one. And this is All the Things I Wish for You, Lauren. So Auntie Jessie got this for Lauren, and I have read it to her, but not all the way through yet. So we'll go ahead and pick up where we left off in this one. It's really sweet because it's actually a book that you can personalize. So there's a little sweet chocolate girl at the front, and every time the book refers to a person, it talks about Lauren. So as I'm reading it to her, she hears her name and she smiles. It's a really cute idea. So if you're looking for something to gift someone who's about to have a baby, or if you have a baby just for yourself, I think it's a really nice gift, you know, for your little one, I should say. So yeah, this one is, well, I'll tag it down below. I'm pretty sure she got it off of Amazon. You can also customize it on Amazon, so that makes it really great. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just go ahead and like turn off the overhead light, the big light, and just put on this lamp right here. I'm wondering. Yeah, I might do that because I want to set, you know, like the ambiance of like sleep and rest. So let me try that out and see how she does with that. All right, so here you can see how the stars look on her ceiling. The fan is going, so that's what you see, like that flickering. But this is the star pattern on her ceiling from that hippo. So the diluted essential oil lavender foot massage definitely helps. When I do that, she sleeps more soundly at night, so I don't hear her as unsettled on the baby monitor. Also, too, allowing her to play in the park or burn energy playing with her brothers during the day definitely helps to tire her out. And then finally, the cuddle time. Oh my gosh. This, I think, is probably the best part about this whole process because we get to cuddle and chat, and it really just helps to prepare her for bed. Now, some nights I'll notice that she gets into this stage where she's not really awake, not fully asleep, and her body is kind of pushing me away, like she wants to cuddle, but not really. When that happens, I go ahead and lay her down in the crib. I leave her door slightly open, and then I walk out and I'll say something like, "I'll be right back, Gigi." And then I just watch her here on the baby monitor, and believe it or not, she will fall right asleep after a few minutes. So listen to your little one's verbal and nonverbal cues, because there are quite a few nights when Gigi is in that stage of sleep and I can tell it, and I definitely take advantage of that moment and I lay her down and she goes to sleep. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you. If it did, let me know by giving a huge thumbs up. And if you want more motherhood videos, beauty product and baby product reviews, then go ahead and subscribe, because that's what I do on my channel. Okay, so until next time, remember, I am Sherunda Simone, and I will either see you at the top or from the top. You decide.